I'm curious if either of you have had any fears when it comes to public speaking, and how have you handled those? How have you addressed them?
Of course, there were fears. I mean, it's just terribly scary to put yourself out there for what you feel is judgment, right? Like it's I think a natural fear. And something that I try to do is similar to what Ying just mentioned, which is like just taking my ego out of it. And it's like, it's not about me, right? Like people are not here because they love Paola. They're here because they're interested about the content. So just taking my ego out of it helped a lot. Another thing is that that I was fearful of was my accent. Especially after the first couple of public speaking engagements, I realized that my accent is more pronounced when I'm doing public speaking versus when I'm in my regular life, which probably has to do with, you know, nerves and breath and energy and all of that. But I learned to just embrace it rather than be fearsome of it. It's just, you know, part of being so awesome that I speak more than one language, you know.
Uh, I would love to share my fear and failure story because it's always so fun to look back. This is happening back in 2005, which is almost 15 years ago. I didn't even know that was public speaking because I volunteered to be a live translator for 5 university professors coming to Shanghai during my school holiday in the summer. And I did not know what I got myself into because I really didn't have like a real, like a live translation experience, but it was facing probably more than 2,000 students over 5 days. Like each day they go to a different school. So on day one, because I had lack of experience and I was super nervous. And so, you know, when the professor speak for like 2 minutes, they look at me and I had no idea what's going on. I had so much fear after that failure. I wasn't even wanting to do the second day. But I think that because of that almost like massive fear and just a massive failure, it helped me to rock bottom in very early age. So I remember my parents said, well, you're already rock bottom. The only thing you can do is going up. And I do think that a lot of times I think fear comes from lack of experience, and also fear comes from wanting to preserve this perfect self. I don't want to break, you know, this perfect image of, you know, what I have. I want to stay safe because I think once you kind of really push yourself doing this, you will see there's so much more potential. I think I remember on day 5, it's just like a complete different day. So I do think that a lot of times if you look at fear itself and started to look at once you kind of try it and what's going to happen next and see the potential result, it will help you to really kind of embrace it and break it.